From the farthest reaches of the galaxy, the Midwest, you're watching Beyond the Blast Doors live.
Happy 2019 to everyone watching right now. We are live here on YouTube for the first time of 2019. So glad that we could get together. And of course, we got to thank the maker of this video, 3 Men in a Basement. I'm doing my very first live AOK review on YouTube for 2019. And I am thrilled to be able to, share this moment with you. Got this in the mail a couple of days ago. And it was led with a message from Otto from the Grotto a few days prior saying, hey, sent you some books. Hope you like them. And, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that good stuff. So I got this right now. We have a couple people live with us right now, so want to say thanks to all those people in the chat right now. I know that Discovery is watching with us live right now. How this is going to work is I'm going to open up this package, and I'll show you. I mean, that's the address. Maybe I shouldn't show off, but that's the back of the package. Anyways, I'm going to rip into this thing. We'll go through the books. We'll see what Otto and the guys, 3 Men in a Basement, sent over. And we'll just check out what books they sent. I have no idea. I haven't opened it. I thought about opening it first and seeing what was in there, but then I thought that kind of would cheapen the experience. And so we're just going to do this in the moment together. I want to make sure that you know, though, you should definitely check out 3 Men in a Basement. They're on YouTube and Instagram. They prefer, you can use the hashtag 3 Men in a Basement, but also they have that YouTube channel that I know that Otto just visited his local comic book shop. So definitely check that video out. It was a lot of fun seeing what they had to offer. So I guess without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and open this up. I am going to see, though, who is with me in the live chat. And this is kind of cool because this is a new setup that we're using. What's going to happen here, let me kind of give you an explanation. So I'm going to do this act of kindness. I'm going to end the stream, and then I'm going to jump back on, and we're going to do a live Lego build probably for the next couple of hours. And I'm really excited about this because this is a different setup than what you're accustomed to seeing us use for our live stream episodes every Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Central. And so it's a second setup. It's going to evolve quite a bit here in the next 2.5 weeks. There's going to be a secondary monitor. We're actually going to rotate where the camera is, so that way you're not, blinded necessarily with the production monitor. But it's a work in progress, and that's what I'm really excited about. Is 2019. We are elevating our game so much, and it's exciting that we can elevate our game to the point where we can celebrate awesome gifts like this act of kindness. So checking out who's in the live chat right now. Looks like we just have Discovery Bay Comics. Discovery, thanks for checking us out. This is so cool. It's almost like an Inception type of thing where I can see me looking back at me. That is such a strange experience. Nevertheless, let's go ahead and dive in to this AOK. So like I said, I got a message from Otto. This had to be a couple of weeks ago, and he was just saying, hey, really happy with the upgrades that you guys have made. Really enjoy the production value. And he's like, got some Star Wars books that I want to send your way. I hope you like them. I hope I'm not stabbing them right now with this knife. And I was like, sweet, that's awesome. This is probably maybe the second AOK that we've gotten, if I'm being truthful. I know that we've gotten a couple from Alex the Comic Book Order. But, it's just a thing where, we participate in that comic book community, and we love it. But, it's not our main thing. Our main thing is Star Wars, and we kind of talk about it all. But this is motivation for us to really up our game with comic book content. And, I talked with David just a couple days ago, and he's like, well, let's do our top. We didn't do anything for 2018, end of 2018, so let's do our top 10 covers of 2018. Let's talk about the 10 most anticipated comic books that we've got in 2019. He wants to do a top 10 most anticipated movies. So we have, our specific Beyond the Blast Doors content, movies, TV, toys, games, books, comics, cosplay. It's that Star Wars conversation that we've been trying to brand the last year and a half. But now we're going to try and do also some more conversational bits and just kind of say here's our top 10, and it could be Glass, it could be Avengers Endgame, it could be Episode 9, of course, but that top 10 list is kind of it's going to show you a little bit more about who we are, not just the Star Wars the Star Wars nerds that you know us as. And we want to be diverse in your eyes. Let's see if I can get this thing open. Very nice setup. All right, Discovery, thank you so much for that compliment. Really appreciate it. And like I said, it's going to be evolving over the next couple of weeks, especially. We got a buddy of mine, Jordan, is involved now. We're going to go from a single camera shot. We think we can be to a 3-cam shot, 3-cam setup in the next couple of weeks. I mean, that's how rapidly he wants to upgrade our look. And I'm, of course, going to be like all okay with that. So I'm really excited to see what that looks like. Of course, 3 cameras for the main show. Goal is to get up to 5. Right now on a single shot for this, the goal would be to be at least 2 or 3 cameras for this setup. So really excited to see about that growth and what 2019 is going to mean for us. Okay, so here is the box, and I'm opening it up now. And I'm glad that we don't have to worry about the condition of this box because I am just absolutely destroying it. All right, this is really well taped. You know, Otto really did not skip expense on the tape. Let's see if we can get that down. I don't want to see the books. I think these are the books. All right, so we're going to do that. All right. Oh, my gosh, you can hear the cardboard. Throwing the cardboard away. That was great. Did that feel like it was coming right at you? I hope it did. All right, so I'm going to put the books down like this and throw that over there, too. I think I just hit the camera. That's not good etiquette, but that's okay. Comic book community is growing quickly in YouTube and Instagram discovery. It really is, and it's really fun to be a part of that. I got involved, I think it was about a year and a half ago, and then somehow I learned that I lived like only a couple of blocks away from Alex the Comic Hoarder, and then he and I we just always have conversations about how we can make this better and what we're trying to do with production and how we're trying to approach our content. And 2019, it's the year of the upgrade. I think 2019 is in general the year of Star Wars with all the stuff that's going to be dropping. But I think it's also going to be the year of collaboration. Alex the Comic Hoarder and Beyond the Blast Doors will collab. We have to. Geographically, we have to. We're like miles apart. Anyways, let's look at these books. All right, so I'm going to go with the bottom. I'm going to go bottom, and then we're going to go to the top, okay? We're going to see what we got here. So the first comic is very nice. Star Wars Forces of Destiny. This is a great little run here because these reflect the shorts that we got from Star Wars and Lucasfilm on the YouTube channel. There were like these little shorts. You might remember we weren't a real big fan of them, but there was actually a lot of positivity about the comic book. So Otto from the Grotto, the guys over at 3MenInABasement, sent us over this comic to start off our act of kindness, the first act of kindness for 2019. And I'm really excited to dive into this because it's Hauser who's written this one. And Jody Hauser has also done, I think she's done every single shot so far for the maxi series, The Age of Republic. There's going to be somewhere between 20 and 30 of these single shots between Age of Republic, Rebellion, and Resistance. And she's just crushing it. She just, the Obi-Wan just dropped this past week. Before that, we had Qui-Gon Jinn, the Darth Maul. Next week, we get the Jango Fett single shot. So just really excited to see what she pumps out. So really excited to dive into this. This is the Rey issue. And like I said, wasn't a fan of the digital shorts that dropped on the Disney YouTube channel. They were for, the kids. They were like for 6 and 7-year-olds. Animation style didn't work for me. Now, Galaxy of Adventures, that animation was stellar. So one more look at that cover, and I really dig it because I love Rey's speeder. I think some of the greatest work of the sequel trilogy, whether it's Abrams or Rian Johnson's movies, is they got some really cool ships. Everyone can find their imperfections with anything, but I think if you just look, face value, the Rey's speeder is pretty dope. So issue number 1 in the books. Thank you so much for that. Our next book, we have Forces of Destiny, Ahsoka, and Padme. Anytime you can get more content with Ahsoka, the better. And it's nice to see Padme getting some love with these books. So we're still in this Forces of Destiny run. This is the B cover, and what I'm excited about is the fact that Padme is getting so much more attention, it seems, in the last half year, and we know that E.K. Johnston is having her Padme novel drop this year, 2019. Really excited about that, because I really like Claudia Gray. I think she's probably the best Star Wars author out there right now, but E.K. Johnston is right there for me because I thought that Ahsoka novel was stellar, and of course, I get both Padme and Ahsoka in this issue. Really excited about that. C. Woodard in the house. He says, hey-oh. C. Woodard, good to see you. He does that live show. I believe, is it Tuesday or Wednesday nights? Forgive me, C. Wood. I'm forgetting. I think it's Tuesday nights. You go live at 7 p.m. or something. Let me know in the live chat. I'm blanking right now, but I really do enjoy it. A newer member of the comic book community, but what I love about people who get into streaming, I do broadcast professionally, and what I love about YouTube and technology in your pocket with a cell phone, Like, you can go live off a cell phone right now. I mean, that's so cool. I love living in 2019. But when you find people on YouTube that are so comfortable with who they are and they're just sharing their passion, and that's what I think about C. Woodard. I think he is just so comfortable. He knows exactly who he is. He knows what he wants to talk about, which is comic books. And he is cultivating a community within this comic book community so quickly, and it's so genuine. And I love that. And that's why I can sit there for half hour, 45 minutes, hour and a half, and listen to him and his buddies talk about comics because like I said, it's genuine, and I love that. And so is this. So are these gifts. These gifts from these gifts that we got here from 3 Men in the Basement. Otto, we got Nemesis Prime over there. I'm trying to make sure I got. Let's see what else I got here. All right, we have a double cover of the Ray run again, Forces of Destiny. Got this act of kindness in the mail a couple of days ago from 3 Men in a Basement, my first AOK. It's my very first AOK video that I think I've made for YouTube, but it is definitely the first AOK of 2019. C. Woodard, Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Thanks, man. No, he gave up for now. Not sure if he ever saw my email. Not quite sure what you guys are talking about there. C. Woodard, you ever get my package, David? C. Woodard, a package? We should talk about that. I don't think I remember that package. We should have a conversation about it. Apparently, there's an AOK out there floating around from C. Woodard that we're going to have to sort out and figure out what's going on there. So we've got 3 comics from 3 Men in a Basement. We have a 4th one, and it gives me 3 of the Ray comics. So very cool here. 3 Men in a Basement, Otto from the Grotto sends off 4 comics, says, hope you like these, and the answer is yes. I love these. 3A covers, like I said, really excited about. I'm kind of collecting anything right now that Jody Houser is doing, like I mentioned. I'm kind of obsessed with a lot of the comics that she's put out recently. So to have 3 of these, very excited. Share the wealth with David and Jesse. Make sure that they read these. We'll find out what's going on in these books. And I just want to say thank you so much for sharing these and thinking so much of us to send these books. The 3 Men in the Basement are doing their own thing right now. Like they've always kind of done their own thing, but you have like Lords of the Long Box, and they're like their own project on the side, and it's really cool seeing the different kinds of content that they create and that new conversation that they have on their channel. And so I'm encouraging anyone who sees this video likes comic books. So you can like Star Wars comic books, you can like DC, Marvel, IDW, anything. Go check out their channel. Give them a subscription, thumbs up their latest video, comment down below and say, hey, we saw that generous gift that you gave Beyond the Blast Doors. We're over here now checking out your channel. So that's going to do it for this AOK. One more look, though, in live chat and see who we got. Looks like we got the Great Legend hanging out with us right now. Looking good, David. That's what he says. C. Woodard says, from the Heroes Auction. C. Woodard, I am going to look. If you can send me a private message, hit me up on Twitter if you can, or you can find me on Facebook. And we'll figure that out. But I am spacing on what you're talking about. And I'm really embarrassed because I don't think I got it. But maybe I did. And it's somewhere. Maybe it's in the closet that's behind the camera right now. And I need to dig it out. Maybe there's a second AOK video on the way in the very near future. So one last look over here at the live chat. And again, really thankful that everyone is hanging out with me. We had Discovery Bay Comics, that he was keeping that chat alive. Got C. Woodard with me, the Great Legend Show. Great to have everybody here. And do you dig this new setup that we have? It feels very bright. It feels very clean and very bright. I kind of feel like I'm like a hospital right now. It's like no germs. It's just bright lights on my face. It's almost intense. One more time, though, really. I'm so appreciative from the 3 Men in the Basement to give me these books, and really excited to have an AOK, and what a great way to start 2019. My hope is that we're dropping comic book content every week, or if not, every 2 weeks, because I know that there's a large portion of people that follow our show that follow us for the comic book talk. And where we've talked about Star Wars comics a lot, there's been times where we've just done our regular comic book hauls. When we go to the comic book store, we're not just picking up Star Wars comics. We're following Batman Beyond, we're following The Flash, we're following Nightwing, we're following Miles Morales, Spider-Man. There's all these different things that interest us, but we just show you a little glimpse of that. We just show you the Star Wars stuff. So it seems like people want us to talk about the other things too. we don't want to, cloud the brand. We want Beyond the Blast Doors. When you hear that, we want you to think Star Wars movies, TV, books, comics, toys, cosplay, that Star Wars conversation that you expect. That's what we want to trigger. But hey, if you're down to talk other stuff, let's get back to it. Let's do more AOKs. Let's do more comic book hauls, and let's do collab videos, because I think that's what 2019 is going to be. It's going to be the year of the upgrade. It's going to be the year of collaboration. It's going to be a fun time, and we're off to a really solid start. So thank you again so much for hanging out with me. I'm going to spin things around right now. We are going to close this bad boy out. I appreciate all of you joining me, and in a couple of minutes, we'll start a Lego live build, the first of 2019. Pretty cool.
Thank you for watching Beyond the Blast Doors. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget, give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. Beyond the Blast Doors, a Star Wars conversation.